One time, I guess she was about 4. I told her bedtime is 8:30. No arguments, no excuses. 8:30 on the dot, Frances goes to bed. It's about 2 weeks later. And I'm telling her a story. She's got her pajamas on. She says, Daddy, when's it gonna be 8:30? I mean, she was so tired, son. She could barely keep her eyes open. So I look over to the clock. It's like 5 after 8. And then she says, Daddy, can we finish the story tomorrow? I know it's not 8:30 yet, but I'm so sleepy.
Oh. You know, I don't think I've ever had red wine with macaroni and cheese. It's very good.
I drink it with anything. I'm angry, Sam. Angry at Frances. Angry at myself. And then I feel guilty for being angry. I don't know what to do.
Well, what do you want to do?
I want to protect her. I want to keep her out of jail. And I want her to know that I forgive her.
Well, maybe you should start by learning how to forgive yourself.
Oh, it's a nice thought. Very hard to do.
You know, I look back on my life. Things that happened. Things I caused. But there is such a thing as fate.
Yeah. I keep thinking there's something else I could have done. I could have gotten her more help, gone to see her more often.
Even if you could go back and redo everything, who's to say that the outcome would be any different? You cannot control another person's life. You just can't. But the only thing you can control is putting on your left sock.
Yeah. If you can tell which one is
Yeah,
left.
exactly. I've cried a lot of tears. I'm gonna cry more.
Don't let Chloe get away from you, Sam.
This is the McHenry building in Portland, built last year. DeMathis was on site supervising for 3 months.
2 murders, same MO. Both victims killed during driving rainstorms.
The Osaka Trade Commission. DeMathis was there twice, once for 2 months, later for 3 weeks.
During a second trip, the body was found near the Kobe railway station after a monsoon.
Could be coincidence.
Tossed in Atlanta, some coincidence.
Where was he when he was picked up for assault?
Once in San Francisco and once in Arizona where he lived with his family. California gave him probation. Arizona cut a deal. He did 14 months. Basically, the DA invited him to leave.
They probably needed the prison space for politicians.
And then where'd he go?
Tucson. Less rain.
I don't know, it still doesn't click.
Why the hesitation, son?
DeMathis is social. I mean, he's married, he likes to drink, gets in bar fights. It's a different mechanism. He goes out looking to get loaded, looking to attack. I mean, he's in control. Do you remember when you mentioned the murders in the Rue Morgue?
Well, yeah, I meant that as a metaphor for this guy's wild kind of frenzy.
But the difference is the howling. I mean, Murphy described it as a wail. Eugenia Free said that it sounded like a wounded animal. Not like a lion's roar or an animal on the attack, but one that's terrified, that's out of control.
I still think we better talk to him.
Yeah, okay.
John?
Yeah.
Remember where the foreman is?
Yeah, over there.
Excuse me. We're looking for Jerry DeMathis.
Jerry D, you left. Slaves get wet, boss stays dry.
You're shutting down for the day?
Beams get slippery. Besides, who likes to work in the rain?
You have any idea where he may have gone?
The same place he always goes, downtown. It's called the Corner Corral. He likes to take a pretty good ride every night.
John, Sam will meet you back at the command center.
Okay.
Hey, Steve-O! You guys, cut it out and get your asses down here before you get electrocuted.
Billy, talk to him.
Mr. Mathis? John Grant?
Yeah, I know who you are. Federal Bureau of Idiots.
What do you want?
We'd like to ask you a few questions. It's too bad because I'm fresh out of answers. Could you just step outside, it'll only take a couple minutes.
You know, that is what you said the last time. Please?
That was a stupid thing to do.
Beautiful.
Please?
So, what do we have in mind for today?
We're going to make her look just like that.
As legal counsel to Mr. DeMathis as well as Beckhurst Construction, I think we're basically in a position where nobody wins.
What do you mean?
On the dates of two of your murders, Mr. DeMathis was at our corporate headquarters for meetings about our project here. Now, since he was physically in Chicago, I find it hard to believe that he could kill someone in Atlanta.
Well, it's going to take more than a piece of paper.
You'll get all the documentation necessary. Point is, I'm demanding he be released on his own recognizance immediately.
He assaulted a federal agent. while he
Mr.
was
DeMathis
conducting-
has been harassed by law enforcement before. There were several witnesses present.
I was present. Your client was drunk.
We
He then
acknowledge
proceeded-
Mr. DeMathis' drinking problem, but without prejudice to this case.
Didn't your mother ever teach you not to interrupt when someone
We are
else was talking?
prepared to place him in a program for rehabilitation.
Fulton County Jail's a good place to start.
The Mormon Tabernacle Choir wouldn't convict on what you've got.
Good. They're excused from jury duty. We're booking your client for assault. John?
You're wasting taxpayers' money, Malone.
And you're wasting my time.
Bailey?
Guys like something you're stepping on the sidewalk.
Yeah, Billy, I've been thinking.
About what?
Well, maybe DeMathis wasn't here, but members of his crew might have been. Or maybe they were in Portland and Osaka as well.
Tell George to check Beckhurst's employer roster. Hey, Sam?
Yeah.
The other night? Thank you.
Now, Beckhurst has got over 7,000 employees. Some of them are part-time, but I ran their payroll against their travel records from Portland and Osaka.
I'm surprised they gave him to you.
Yeah, right. Okay, first two are white-collar. They're probably like auditors, in and out once a week on each job. The other four are DeMathis and his crew. What do you want to do? Sam?
Oh, I'm sorry. George, is there any way we can get the ethnicity of these people?
Well, we only have the names. You want me to run rap sheets?
Yeah, would you? I'll be right back.